That doesn't work. Look at that. I gotta put it lower. I have my phone on a stand, but it's not. Well, now it's gonna rock because the stand is too high. I'm just laying here in bed thinking about stuff. And I don't want y'all to feel bad for me. Maybe a little. So I started my new dose of Ibrance. And last week was great. I felt good. I haven't felt that good in a long time. This week, my body's like, no, you felt too good last week. And so I've been sucking down Zofran. For those of you that don't know, that's an anti-nausea pill. You can take one every 8 hours. And I don't even know how they prescribe it. They send it and they say the dose on the package is 3 pills per day. Yet they only send me like a week's worth. Which is fine when I'm not sucking it down like I have been. But I just ordered some last week, got them, and now I had to order another one. I missed work yesterday because I didn't spend the whole night. But I was tossing my cookies. And actually, I think it was cookies because I ate cookies before bed. I was tossing my cookies. That's what Mommy always used to call it. And I was doing that. And it's just unpleasant. And I'm cranky. I mean, I'm always a little bit cranky. But I try not to be. And I had Brooke come over and help me clean the rat cage. And I feel bad. The cage is getting cleaned, but it is not getting cleaned to the sparklingly clean level that it used to be. I mean, I used to wipe everything down, and then I sat down and thought about it. I cleaned the litter pans. I actually washed them with soap and water, and I'm like, they're just gonna fill them with poo and hopefully pee. They like to pee elsewhere. And so it's like, why bother doing that? So I haven't been cleaning the litter pans. Although when they get really disgusting, I can either clean them really well or go to the dollar store and buy more pans because they're only $1.25. I use these little brownie pans. I did buy a big blue plastic one when I first got rats, because when I first got rats, I got all of the stuff. I didn't know the tricks. But yeah, so there's that. And I wiped down all the nasty. And I cleaned all their tubes last week. So as long as you don't put your nose in their tube, it smells fine. Yeah, their tubes stink. So they do get washed once a week, usually. The week's not over. I could still do it tomorrow. And they were a lot longer when we started, but the rats are chewing the heck out of them. And when they start to, I can't even describe it. When they're hanging by a thread, I just cut them in half. And then I just put the halves in there. They can still use them. And they're still happy to use them. But yeah, this today I haven't puked, thankfully. But I've visited the bathroom multiple times, and Dude, I was on the phone at work because that's what I do. And this guy was, I'm like, dude, take the call. Take the call. I need you to take this call so I can go. Because I had to use the bathroom. And I did not want to have an accident. And that's real talk, people. I'm an adult. I don't want to have these kind of accidents. At least not till my 80s. And probably not going to make it to my 80s. But I made it to 44, which was a goal of mine. That was the age my mom died of cancer. And, yeah, that scarred me for life. I saw, it wasn't a shrink, but it was a psychologist for a while when I was in my teens. Because I didn't handle things well. Probably should have seen a shrink because they would have medicated me. I think I mentioned that before in another video. And now I'm just laying in bed feeling sorry for myself because my stomach hurts. And I took Xanax tonight instead of the candy because I think the candy wasn't helping. I think I took too much candy. So I'm laying off the candy for a little while. That was weird. Something just popped up on my screen and said Princess P. Princess P. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I have no idea what that is. I've just been down. I missed like a month of Bible study, which is something I really enjoy because it's with my friends. I met these people right after my dad died, so I've known them for 3 years now. And they've become a very important part of my life. And I love them to pieces. I really do. And I felt so bad. I went Sunday. I'm so glad I did because I did miss them all. And I'm going to try real hard to go this week too. My body's just like, And Saturday, I have 2 things to do. One that's going to be really fun. And one that's not going to be really fun. I don't know. I'm sure I mentioned it when it happened. One of my friends from high school passed away at the beginning of the year. She had a really aggressive form of, I believe it was ovarian cancer. And her husband and her son are coming to Lockport to have a memorial service on Saturday where we just remember her. And it'll be nice to see people because I'm sure a lot of high school friends will be there. It'll be nice to see people I haven't seen in a while. And then after that I get to go to a birthday party for one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. She's like a second mom to me. Miss Pat. She's my seamstress. Even though I haven't had her make anything for me in a while, she made all my pretty ball gowns and pretty dresses that you saw. I miss reenacting, but it's too hot outside to do that anymore. I can't believe I used to do that too, because I'm such a wuss. But I would go out for the weekend and sleep outside in the heat and wear all those layers, and I would just be hot as heck. And then there'd be events like Hartford City in October. I don't know when it is now. I think they moved the date. And I would be cold as heck. Oh, and then Winter Billy Creek. I hit 2 of those. Those were fun. The one year it was -0. And I stayed outside for 8 hours. And that ticks me off too. So one of my friends suggested that this might be withdrawal because I'm on a lower dose of the pill, which does make perfect sense. I go to Roswell on Tuesday, so we're going to discuss it. Do we want to keep me on the lower dose, or do you want me to put me back on the higher dose? Either way, I'm going to feel like poo. I mean, I'm used to it. It's a small price to pay to be alive. This is like a miracle drug. It really is. It has helped a lot of people, not just me. And I'm really grateful because none of the drugs that I took before that, and I've been on most of the, I don't know why I keep putting my hand up, and I'm sorry. Most of my breast cancer drugs that are out there, most common ones, I've taken them all. They've not worked. But this is an amazing drug. I'm so grateful that I have access to it. And so grateful that I have insurance, because it's an expensive drug. And the company, they do offer a discount card before your insurance kicks in, because you got to meet your deductible and all that baloney. And I get to use that in January, and then the rest of the year it's all paid for because, well, it costs a lot of money. I haven't fallen asleep yet. That's why I'm making this video. That's another fun thing about my disease. Insomnia. I took 2 Xanax and a Hydro tonight. The Xanax is the usual for sleep. The Hydro is because I have some weird pain in weird places. But I always have weird pain in weird places, so that's nothing new. If you're bored, I did take a picture of my front yard. It's not finished, but it's starting to come together. I made Brooke do it. She finished her work quick today, so I go, Brooke, I want you for the full hour. And she's like, what? I go, I need you to plant my lights, my solar lights. She did a nice job. And her and her dad, they just popped him in. Because I know he thinks that some of my ideas are wacko. I'm so grateful to have them in my life too. All my friends I'm grateful for. I want y'all to know that. You mean a lot to me. You help me get through the day. Just thinking about you, you know. It's good. It's good. I don't know. I'm getting teary now because my hormones are all messed up. That's that's another joy of my disease. I'm hormone positive, so they have to block my hormones. Trying to think of anything else exciting that I want to tell you about. There's really nothing else exciting going on here. Oh, I'm starting to get organized inside the house. I mean, it's not fancy, because I don't need fancy. I just need functional. I think I might have mentioned this in the other video too. I know I repeat myself a lot. I'm sorry, because I forget that I repeat myself. But yeah, I bought a couple of cabinets, and I'm gonna hide my rat stuff in it. Brooke was real surprised when she came in. I go, where is the hamster? Is the rat bedding? And she's like, where did you put it? I go, open the door to the cabinet. And she's like, oh, that's brilliant. And it's really good. And it looks a lot neater because I was looking at some of the pictures I posted on Facebook, and you see these two big totes with crap over the top of them. But it's for the ratties, and I do love my ratties. And I've got Bee here. She's been farting all night. Oh my gosh, it smells. My room smells of her butt. Yeah. And I see someone here that will understand this. Next month in Youngstown, I will be going to a Trews concert. I'm apprehensive about it because it's an outdoor concert, but I think he's the guy that's running it. He has a lot of information about it. He said I could bring a chair, so I'm going to bring a chair. And I'm just going to go for the Trews portion because I know I cannot sit outside all day. That just will not happen. And I might wear my stupid Australia hat. Oh yeah, my Australia hat. That's, you know, the hat. It's the hat that people wear in the outback. Everyone on my tour when I went to Australia was wearing one of those stupid hats. We all look like tourists. But they do help keep the sun out. And you can dip it in water and then just have cold head, which is great. So that's what I'm doing right now. Kind of feeling sorry for myself, but I will come back up from this. And I'll talk to the doctor about it on Tuesday. See what their thoughts are about it. I'm still coughing, which perplexes them to no end. I'm like, I've been coughing like this for 4 years. You know, I gotta be careful when I take the hydrocodone. I can't take it at night. And I cough a lot at night. I can't take it at night because now it acts as a stimulant. It wakes me up. I don't know why. So I have to take a small swig before work, just in case it wants to put me to sleep. You know, because I have weird reactions to medicines. But that's it, I think. I am going to tell you my favorite Evelyn McCain quote. I am just glad to be here, and most of all, thankful I'm alive. And then a Trews quote for the Trews fan. I'm not ready to go. Definitely not. I've got so much more living I want to do. So much more living. So, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna head out of here. I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Wish me sleep, please. Pray for sleep. And pray that I can work tomorrow. Because I really, they understand. And I have the FMLA, but I really don't like to miss work. Even though my job causes me frustration, I really don't like to miss work. I take pride in my attendance. I know, right? But I missed a lot of work this year. That stupid COVID vaccine and the 3 or 4 day hospital stay, that was great. And now B. Arthur is scarred by that, because then the following week I went to New York City to see Stacy, and B. Arthur was like, "Oh my God, Mama's never coming home again." My poor baby, my poor little dog, and she makes that Frenchie wail that sounds like she's being murdered, and I just don't like leaving her anymore. And she has trouble walking. So, again, I want to thank you all for being here for me. Don't, even though I don't say it all the time, I really do appreciate your friendship and your kind words and your prayers. I appreciate your prayers a lot because I need them, and I need to get back on track with God and Jesus and all them. I need to work more with that. I'm going to try to go back to Bible study more often. And I've still been going to church. That's good. I'm a church girl. I love my church. But I'm going to go. I'm going to try to sleep. Because 6 o'clock comes early. And I've been getting up at 5:30 now. So I can get sick before work. And then I go to work. That's really fantastic. But that's my life. That's how metastatic breast cancer works for me. I don't know how it works for anybody else. I mean, I do, but it's similar. And pray we find a cure for all cancers, too. Nobody wants to live like this. Nobody does. Thank you for watching me. And thank you for caring. I appreciate it. I will talk to you later.